Good morning. It is Monday. I'm gonna go get some breakfast and then I think I'm gonna take a shower because I have no motivation to do school, so I'm hoping if I take a shower it might get me a little bit motivated. And then yeah, I got my hammock swing thing that I really wanted, and I wanted to put it in my room right over here, but that didn't end up happening. It just didn't work out with like the space and everything. So I might be getting another hammock chair that I can like not hang from the ceiling but have like a brace, you know, and lay and sit in it. But my parents installed it downstairs outside for me, so I've been going out there and reading. I started the choice, but I decided to put it down because I wasn't really enjoying it, and I just wasn't like reading as much, and I wanted to keep reading. And because if I go through these like slumps where I read for a really long time and then I stop reading and then I don't read for like 6 months, and I didn't want to get into that, and I knew if I kept trying to pursue this book, which I wasn't really interested at the time, that was going to happen. So I just put it down. I really enjoy the story, and I'm going to pick it up eventually, just not right now. But I started The Darkest Minds. So I've seen this movie. I watched it about a year ago on a plane on the way home from spring break up with my sister. And then I saw it on my shelf and I was like, oh, I want to pick that up. So I rewatched the movie. I don't know why. I just do that because I like to know, like, you know. And so now I'm 207 pages in. I'm on chapter 13 and I'm really quite enjoying it. When I tried to read this a year ago when I bought it before I watched the movie, I spilled water or like coffee or something on it, and so now it's like stained and everything, and I've been like turning the page like this, and so now it just won't go down. But I'm really quite enjoying it, and so I really want to get 100 pages in. This book it's 488, so almost 500 pages, and the last book I read, which was The Last Song, was somewhere around 400 pages, so this is just a little bit more, but I think it is technically more because the book is bigger itself, so I think it's more words. But anyways, so I'm really quite enjoying it. I want to get 100 pages in. I'm trying to read 100 pages every day when I read. I don't know why. That's just like what I try to read towards, because like I know I can read that without even trying. Like I read that without even trying yesterday. I read over 100 pages. So I want to try to do that every day because that's just what I want to do, and it gets me through books really quickly. But I'm really quite enjoying it, so I think I'm gonna have to order the next book, which the next book is Never Fade. I don't know what this thing is about the D's, but also in like Never Fade, there's like a picture on the back. There is like the A and then the R. Oh, it spells out dark. That's cool. So like the D, the A, and the R, and the K in all 4 books spells out dark because The Darkest Minds. Very interesting. But yeah, so I will update y'all in a little bit. Alright, you guys. My dog, look at her. What are you doing? Okay, so I'm actually in the car. I took a shower, ate some breakfast, and then, well, I ate breakfast before. I had some breakfast, then I took a shower, and then my mom braided my hair because no other human being knows how to do it. I mean, one of my friends has done it once, but my mom braids my hair because I don't know how to braid hair, and yeah. So I read for a little bit while she braided my hair, and so now I'm a little bit more farther in, and now we're gonna go get some lunch. Alright guys, so I don't know when the last time I filmed. I think it was in the car. So we went and got lunch, and then we came home and I did a couple of assignments. I did my 2 math assignments for the week that I had to do. And then I decided that I wasn't going to do anything more because I really don't feel like it, and I just don't want to. So I painted my nails while I was doing that. I painted them yellow, and I don't know if I like it, but you know, whatever. I'm bored, so I just painted my and then I think I'm going to read some more. I'm about, I think, 220 pages in. So I'm gonna go put my hammock up outside and do that, but I need to let my nails dry first. And then yeah, one of my friends, so I told her that I was doing this like YouTube channel or whatever, and she's like, I want to be on your channel. And I was like, okay, do you have any like books you want to talk about or something? And she's like, no, like, do you want to like recommend me a book? So I recommend her a couple of books, and I recommended her The Darkest Minds because I'm just like really obsessed with it right now, and then The Forest, the Hands, and the Teeth series, and Shipbreakers, which I haven't read yet, but it is on my shelf and it's on my list. I just got it for Christmas, so it's just one of the things that I need to get to, but I'm really excited about it. And her mom happened to have a copy of the book, so she started reading that. So maybe she might come on in a couple weeks after she finishes the book and talk to y'all about it. And yeah, she said she's quite enjoying it, so that should be interesting. Okay, you guys, so I've been reading for pretty much all day. That's all I've been doing it. And I am now 330 pages through. I don't know how much I was when I talked to y'all last, but I am 330 pages through now. And there's only 488 pages. I say that like it's not a lot. To me that's a lot. Like that's like a lot for me to read. I know like other people read a bunch of fantasy books that are like 1,000 pages. I can't do that. But I ordered the box set of all 4 books, and so I know that I already have this one clearly, but it was cheaper to get it as a box set than buying them individually. I don't know why, but that was how it was. So I had the box set, and so now I'm just going to have 2 copies of these, and I guess I can lend this one to one of my friends or my sister. Maybe she'll read it. I really hope my sister would want to read this series because I'm really enjoying it. So it says it's going to be here on Friday, and I'm really hoping it's going to be here before then because I'm almost done with it. Good morning! It is Tuesday. Don't know what the date is. I'm just glad that I know that it's Tuesday. So I am obviously sitting outside in my hammock. I just got this. It was supposed to go up in my room, but it didn't work out. But now it's outside and it's really nice. Except for it's a little chilly out right now. I know everyone's like, you live in Texas, but the wind is making it cold. But I am reading my book. I read a little bit longer last night after I talked to y'all last, and I don't really know what I was at this morning, but now I'm at 365, which means that I have like 120 pages left, I think I need to read until the end. And the second book's not supposed to get here until Friday, so that's a little frustrating, but it's my fault for ordering it later than I should have. But there is an exclusive additional story in here with Liam and his brother Cole that I think I'm gonna read until I get the second book. But yeah, that's what's going on. After I read for a little bit, I'm gonna try to go upstairs and do some schoolwork because I really need to, but I don't want to. But yeah, that's the plan. Hey guys, so it is Wednesday and it's actually like later in the day. I think it's like 5 now. I got up later than I was supposed to. Today just didn't go as planned. I went out and ran some errands with my mom, and then I came home and I wasn't really feeling like doing schoolwork, so I watched a movie. And then I did some schoolwork and I painted my nails for like the 5th time this week because quarantine. But I did finish The Darkest Minds last night. This book, real good. There are a couple things that I'm really upset that they changed, like from the book to the movie adaptation. So I'm going to talk about a couple of them, and if you haven't read the book or seen the movie, or if you don't want to hear any spoilers, then I'll leave a timestamp down somewhere down here to tell you where to go to skip over this part. But I'm going to talk about the book for a little bit, so if you don't care about hearing spoilers or you've already read the book. So I'm just confused on why they changed Chubbs to a green in the movie from him being a blue in the book. And I'm not saying like it was really important that he was a blue, but towards the end when he went to go save Ruby from Clancy, it was important, and that's not even like what happened in the movie, so that irritated me. Also something that really bothered me is they didn't talk about Martin at all in the movie. They say that Ruby and Clancy are the only 2 oranges left alive. In the book, they tell you about Martin, who was an orange, but they also tell you that there are other oranges, they just don't know where they are. Or they think that there are other oranges, but not that Ruby and Clancy are the only 2 oranges alive. So that was really strange. Something else that really bothered me is they didn't really talk about Jack at all through the book. Jack is the friend that Chubbs and Liam were friends with at camp, who was with them, helping them break out, and then died. And they didn't talk about Jack, and they didn't talk about the letters that they wrote, which was really weird. I don't understand. Like, that was like a big thing in the book, or the letters, and they don't even talk about them. And because they don't talk about them, it doesn't tell you how Chubbs really gets injured in the end of the book, and it doesn't really explain why they actually went to the League. In the movie, they don't show you as much of what Clancy did to Ruby when he walked through her brain than actually happened in the book, but I'm okay with that because that was weird. I don't like Clancy. Clancy is a psychopath. And the ending where they're trying to leave, Clancy stops them in the movie with the government. In the book, they stop them with like the guards and stuff, like that they have the watch team and everything in the book. In the movie, he's so-called controlling the government, but in the book, he is not controlling the government at all. That's not what's happening. So that was really strange, and I don't know why they did it like that. And I also think that there's like the whole ending was so different, and I just don't get it. Also, the fact that Zoo freaking left with other people, and that is not what happens in the movie at all. So I'm really kind of disappointed with the book to movie adaptation, but I digress. I really enjoyed the book. I don't get the next book in the series. I'm getting all of them shipped to me. I got a box set and I'm really excited about it. And it's not supposed to come till Saturday, but I really hope it comes before then, because I think I'm going to lose my mind if I can't read any more of this. But there is like the exclusive Liam story with his brother in here, so I'm gonna be reading that until I get Never Fade, which is the second book. Hi guys, it's Thursday. It's currently 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm sure y'all can see from this week that I've been really productive about what I've been doing with my time. Totally. I haven't done any schoolwork or anything for that matter. I got up this morning at like 10:30 and then I laid in my bed until 12. And then me and my mom went and got me coffee. I'm okay with it. So I really need to do some schoolwork. I have a checklist of everything I need to do. It doesn't look like a lot, but I know I'm not going to want to do it. Also, a UPS truck was outside of my house this morning, and I almost had a panic attack because I thought my books were here, but they're not. And then I got really upset, and then I ate my lunch. So, yeah. Also, I've been watching a bunch of TikToks where people are taking spontaneous road trips, and I really want to do that, but, you know, quarantine. So, I also don't have a license. That's also a problem. I did not read Liam's exclusive chapter in Divergent. Yeah, that's totally what this book is called, In the Darkest Minds, yesterday, because I saw it was like a little less than 50 pages, and I'm like, I'm gonna finish that in one sitting if I do that. So I decided that I needed to space it out. So I didn't read it all yesterday. Instead, I made a Pinterest board for The Darkest Minds. So that was fun. When I should have been doing other things. Yeah. But now I have to do some schoolwork, and then I need to upload a video because I haven't uploaded a video the past 2 days that I was supposed to upload videos because last week was a week. So I need to film my recent reads video again because it was 7 minutes long and I cut like 5 of it out because it wasn't good. So yeah. So I need to refilm that and then edit it and get it uploaded. But first I need to do some schoolwork because I haven't done a lot. So that's what's happening. Hey guys, it's Abby. It is Friday. I am sitting outside in my hammock and I'm going to read the Cole and Will chapter because I found out my books are coming a day early, so I'm gonna read it today. And it's only like a little, I think it's about 50 pages, so I hope to read it and then my books will be here. And then I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read right when they get here because I still have a couple more schoolwork things I need to do, but yeah, so I'll tell you when I get my book. You guys, okay, I just ran some errands with my mom and I checked the mailbox before I left the house to see if it had come, and it didn't. But when I got back, your girl got a package. I am so excited. Look at them. Look how pretty they are. Look. Oh, I'm so excited. They're so pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay. So now I have 2 of these. For some reason, this one seems smaller than this one. I also prefer the fact that it's not like this comes up like this. That's not how this one is. It's like connected. I like that so much better. That's so much prettier. Oh, look how pretty it is. I'm literally dying. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, they're so pretty. They smell good too. It's so, okay, y'all, I don't think y'all know how excited I am right now. Look at this. Look at it. Look at its beautifulness, and it smells so dark. I'm in love. It's so pretty. Okay, maybe some of you can answer my question about this. In the pack, it comes with the book called Through the Dark, but I saw that the 4th book is called The Darkest Legacy, and then there's an excerpt from, in like the special edition exclusive in this one is an excerpt from The Darkest Legacy. So I don't know if they renamed the book or if I'm just confused, but I have a little bit before I get to this one because I have to read this one, and I still haven't finished the Liam story yet. I don't know how many pages because they're not numbered, but I'm close. So I want to finish reading this first, and then I have to do some schoolwork, and then I can start Never Fade. And I really want to start right now, but I made a deal with my mom that I had to get my schoolwork done before I could start doing this. But I'm literally freaking out. So I just finished Liam's and Cole's story, and I kind of have like a love-hate feelings for Cole because like he's a good brother, but he's also not a good person, and it's just, there are a lot of things that I like about him as a brother and a lot of things that I don't like about him as a brother. But I think that with reading this, I understand Liam a lot more than when you just see it from Ruby's perspective. You understand like his past and understanding why he acts the way that he does and the things that he does. And it's just really good. I think that I would recommend that if you are in love with the series as much as I am at this moment in my life, that you should definitely read his exclusive edition, because I liked it and I understood him more, and you kind of get a backstory of his life, kind of, and it makes you really understand why he does the things that he does. But yeah, and so now I have to do some schoolwork, even though I really want to start reading Never Fade because it's just staring at me over there when I really want to read it, but I really have to do the schoolwork because it's due. But yeah, someone recommended that I talk about what I'm feeling and what I think of the book, because I talked about in a couple of my videos how some books really just make me feel all the emotions of anger and sadness and things like that. And so someone recommended that they wanted to see me talk about that when it's happening. So like if I really am angry while I'm reading that I would stop and like talk about it. So I think that's something I'm going to try to do, and if there's any like spoilers into what I'm saying, I'll tell you how far you can skip or something like that. I know I talked about a couple of spoiler things earlier on in the video, and I told you you could skip forward and not see that, or you could watch it if you wanted to or whatever. But I think I'm going to start doing that, and let me know what y'all think of that in the comments below, and I'll keep doing it if y'all enjoy it. Okay, so I just finished all my schoolwork, which means that I get to read now, and I finished Liam's chapter, and I think I talked about that before I started doing my schoolwork, which means I get to start Never Fade now, and I'm really excited. So I'm going to go downstairs and start that. But I think I have figured out what is going on here. So I think that Through the Darkness is a novella that's not part of the series that's told in Ruby's perspective. It's also in the world, but not the same thing. I think it's told in Sam's perspective, I think is how it works, but I have no idea. And I think The Darkest Legacy is the 4th book in the series. I'm trying to look it up, and there's literally no information about it. It literally doesn't tell you anything, so I'm very confused. So if any of y'all have read the series, could you let me know what this book is, and if The Darkest Legacy is the 4th book, so I don't end up reading this when I'm supposed to be reading The Darkest Legacy, because I'm pretty sure this is a novella, which it wouldn't matter if I read it, but this won't be right after dark, after light. So someone please let me know what the 4th book was and where this one lines up with the rest of them, because on the back it says a breathtaking novella collection from the New York Times bestselling series. And then it says an included exclusive glimpse at The Darkest Legacy, a brand new novel in the Darkest Minds series. So I don't understand where this goes. Someone please tell me. So I've been looking into it some more, and so I think what is happening is that The Darkest Minds is a trilogy, and it stops after Afterlife, and Into the Darkness, or Through the Darkness, or whatever it's called, and The Darkest Legacies are both additional stories told in the same world but aren't a part of the series. I think that's how it works. I could be completely wrong, but like I said, if you know anything. Hey guys, it is Saturday. This is probably going to be the last day of the vlog, but I just want to talk to y'all real quick. I started reading Never Fade, which is the 2nd book in the To Darkest Mind series, and I read to like 170 pages last night. I stayed up a little bit too late, but I'm quite enjoying it. I'm starting to like Cole a lot more, even though he's kind of a jerk and kind of a little bit full of himself, but it's fine. It's fine. Vita's really getting on my nerves. I don't like her, but like I know she means well, even though she's like kind of, you know, I don't know how else to describe her other than she's kind of rude. And then Jude is just like a little boy who doesn't really know what's going on and doesn't know when to stop asking questions, even though he's like 15 years old. But I digress. I'm really quite enjoying it. I don't know what else to say about it, because I don't want to spoil anything, but I know that people were saying they wanted to hear how I was thinking and how I was feeling. There have been a couple of plot twists that I guessed before they happened, and I have another one that I think is going to happen, so I'll see if that one is confirmed, because I guessed 2 of the plot twists, but I don't know what's going to happen now. But I'm enjoying it. So I'll talk to you guys later today, probably when I end this vlog. So